How do I get a job in property management? I love this question. I've made other videos on this. I know, I mean, one person actually called me in tears that the other video I made on this, it saved her life. She was a single mom. It's really great. I think you can see a comment from her on that video, but made my day. I'm going to attach that video to this. That's where I walk through kind of some step-by-step stuff on how to get a job in property management. Literally like how to go to Office Depot, prepare a binder, how to do the job interview. I got you covered. I'm your boy. By the way, my name's Matt Easton, if we haven't met. I'm the founder of Leasing University. But with this video, I will attach that one. I want to go one step further because the lady that was in tears warmed my heart so much. I'm hoping I can help some more people out there. I also want to get personally involved. Check out Leasing University. If you have any questions, call us 888-735-7451. But you can get your certified leasing consultant credential in less than a month, okay? If you're certified, if you have the, I think I've got one here. Did I just sign this one? If you have one of these, a CLC credential, I will do this for you. I will also write you a letter of recommendation. If you've watched this video, call the office, 888-735-7451, and I will, I'll write you that letter of recommendation. I'll let you list me as a reference for your job application, and if we need to, I'm very, very well connected both on YouTube, but also on, a lot of people don't know this, I'm the single most connected person on LinkedIn in the property management industry. I'd be happy to make a little video featuring you, showing all of the employers in multifamily, in property management, that you're out there, that you're certified, that you know what you're doing, you're enthusiastic, you're an expert, you're ready to go, and we'll see if we can get your phone to ring. I think that would really help you, and I would dig it because it makes me feel good when I can help people like you. But let's go through, I want you to get certified because to get a job, you're going to need to have one of two things, okay? The first thing is previous experience. Now, that's not nearly as powerful as the second one, and if you don't have it, you don't have it. You can't lie on the resume. They're going to know in a second if you lie. But most of the people with previous experience have had the wrong training, and they really, honestly, they don't know what they're doing as far as selling the apartment community. The other thing that you can get the job with is showing them that you know what you're doing. That's what we're going to cover in the next video, but that's more importantly what we will cover when we train you at Leasing University. I will personally, on the on-demand video-based training at Leasing University, I'll walk you through how to answer the phone, what questions to ask, how to tell the difference between an objection and a complaint. Literally, and you can finish the whole course in a few weeks, you're going to know more than 99% of the people that have been doing that job for 10 years. You're going to be able to walk in the first day and produce. You're going to be able to walk in the first day and make an impact. You're going to be able to walk in the first day and they're like, wow, we're so glad we hired them. This is the training that's going to put your career at that level. You can see it in our testimonials. There's, I think, 1,000 people left video testimonials about how great the training is. So check out the training and then let's roll that. Put that video up. We're going to roll the video on how to go through the interview. Check that out. Whatever you need, call the office, 888-735-7451. Leave a comment below. Again, my name is Matt Easton. Please subscribe to this channel. And if you found this video helpful at all, give it a like. Because again, I'm doing this because it really warms my heart. It makes me feel good. Even just simply liking it inspires me to make more videos like this to help more people like you with questions just like the question you just asked. But let's check out the video on how to get hired. Roll it. So you want to get a job in property management. You want to be a leasing consultant. You want to be a leasing agent. You want to be a property manager. Whatever the specific position is, you know that this industry is for you. Or maybe you don't know the industry's for you. You're just looking for a great career. Well, let me tell you, this is probably the best industry where you should start your career. Property management is an absolutely amazing choice. Why? It's not going away. People are going to need housing from now until whenever we figure out how to download ourselves onto the internet. Not happening in our lifetime. Housing's not going away. Also, more and more people are choosing to rent where they live versus own a home, and more multifamily apartment communities are being built. You can't even buy a multifamily community right now. There's really nothing for sale. So we've got to build them. There's that much demand. This is a great industry. Now there's something else about this industry that makes it fantastic. The way people rent apartments has completely changed. Today's renter has more access to information than they've ever had before, and they have more choices than they've ever had before. So that old school way of selling the apartment community, it flat out doesn't work. The old school property managers of the past that just sat around and gave information and gave tours, they're not getting it done. They're not getting the lease. They're losing the prospects. And these companies are spending a lot of money on marketing. They need you. They need you out there selling their apartment community, and they're willing to reward you very, very handsomely if you're able to make that sale. Well, I want to answer a question from my main man, Cole at Campus Life and Style, CLNS. By the way, hey, I have a complaint to make at Campus Life and Style. Where the heck were you guys when I needed student housing? If you have not seen CLNS's product, it's gonna blow your mind. I think I remember back in the day, my buddy Teddy worked there, and Teddy was showing me I think it was in Kansas. It was like a Great Gatsby themed property. What a tremendous, tremendous product at Campus Life and Style. What an amazing team. But I got a question from Cole Heddick. All right, so Cole says, put it up on the board. Cole says, hey Matt, always appreciate your posts and teaching. Thank you, Cole. By the way, subscribe and hit notifications if you want to see more videos and get more help. I have a question for you whenever you're not too busy. Hey, Cole, you, my legion of leasers, my army of apartment maniacs, I'm never, ever too busy. All right, I have a close friend who's trying to break into the property management industry. I've always been with student housing, but he seems more interested in conventional multifamily. Do you have any advice on any recruiters or connections or connections to help assist? Warm regards. All right, Cole, I've got you covered. First off, recruiters. There's a ton of recruiters out there, but I'm gonna give you some advice to give to your friends. Show them this video. I don't think you need a recruiter. And I think using a recruiter may actually even be counterintuitive to your process. And let me explain. I think you had told me in another note that your friend has some sales experience, but they don't have multifamily experience. If you're looking to get a job in property management, you don't need a recruiter. The industry, the demand is so high. What I would do if I was your friend Cole, I would go out and first off, find the property management company that I want to work for. And more importantly, find a few properties that are really, really attractive to me. When you work with a recruiter, you're all of a sudden going to be, hey, this thing's 40 miles away, or I know you told me you don't want to work in Section 8 or affordable, but this one's Section 8. Do you want to go check it out? Or I know you told me you didn't want to work in luxury, but there's this luxury lease up and I don't think it's a fit. Find a property that you know, I can make a difference at. Whether that's an affordable community, whether that's a luxury lease up, find the place that you're like, wow, I would really love to come to work because I can make the biggest difference here. All right. And I want you to work directly with that property. Only a little bit of research and you're going to be able to figure out what's their occupancy right now. And by the way, they want to be north of 98%, okay? Just for the new folks out there, you want to hover between 98 and 100% occupancy, okay? If you're always at 100, your rents are probably a little bit too low. So that sweet spot is going to be really, really close to 100% occupancy. Find out who the property manager is. Find out who the regional manager is. Find out who the district manager or AVP is. Reach out to them. and say, listen, I have a passion for property management. I know I can close these leases for you. According to my research, you're sitting right now at 94% occupancy. Can you imagine the difference in top line revenue if we were able to bridge that gap and get you that extra 3 to 4%? What that would do for the community as far as top line revenue, what that's going to do for the portfolio. I want to sit down with you. I want to learn a little bit more about what's going on about this at this property. I want to learn about a little bit more about the company because I feel like I can really make a difference. Can I buy you a coffee? Forget reaching out to recruiters. Reach out directly to the place that you want to work at. Now I'm going to give you a tip. I'm going to put a link right here. There's another video I made for how to just completely nail it in the job interview. Watch that. Now for my folks like your friend that don't have industry experience, this is going to be the first objection, or as we talk about at Leasing University, it's really just a complaint. The first thing that they're going to complain about is they're going to say, you got sales experience, but you don't have industry experience. Here's my offer to your friend Cole and to anybody out there in the legion of leasers that's watching this. If you're new to the industry, head over to leasinguniversity.com. If you don't have industry experience, you can become a certified leasing consultant in less than 30 days with the on-demand video training. It's actually going to be me working with you from your phone, from your tablet, from your computer. And if you hustle, if you apply yourself, it's going to be very easy for you to get that CLC credential within 3 to 4 weeks, okay? So you can pop in, grab a month's worth of access, get certified, and then you're off to the races. You have that level experience. If you want to double down, I'm going to make an offer for the folks watching this video right now. If you get your CLC credential and you're new to the industry and you're going to job interviews, even if you're not new to the industry, if you have your CLC credential and you want that extra turbo boost that's going to help you get the job, I will personally write you a letter of recommendation from me. I'll include the office number, my email, my mobile number. That employer can reach out to me personally. I will let them know that you've had the training, that you know how to answer the phones, you know what to say, you know what to do, you know how to identify their needs, you know how to handle any complaint or any objection that comes your way, and most importantly, you know how to close the lease. You are going to be a superstar. Trust me, having that credential, having the letter from me, them calling me, you are going to be in an ideal position to get that job. So in summary, Cole, I would not necessarily put my fate in the hands of a bunch of recruiters. You're in sales, you're in property management. Take that responsibility in your own hands. Figure out where you want to work, figure out what's going on at that property, who's in charge, who's the regional, who's the district, who's the AVP, and blitz them. Reach out to them, get that interview, bring them your CLC credential, bring them the letter from me. So you want to know how to prepare for a job interview. But let's be honest, that's not all you want. You don't want to just know how to prepare for a job interview. You want a job offer. Well, you are in luck. Boom! You are in so much luck. Because I have been asked multiple versions of this question so many times, I've decided I'm going to share it with the world. I'm going to give you my secret of how to prepare for a job interview that I developed for myself over 20 years ago. That this secret, wait for it, this secret, I have gotten 100% of the interviews that I have went on using this system of preparation. 100% of them, I have received a job offer. I have literally had to turn down multiple times more job offers than I've had jobs, and it's due primarily to this system. And I'm about to share it with you right now. I have never, ever publicly shown this system to anyone in the world. It's always been my little secret deadly weapon that I've maybe shared with a few friends. And by the way, the friends that I explained it to, they've also had a 100% track record of getting a job interview when they do this system. So I'm about to show it to you right now. Sit back, relax, and implement this and get ready to get a job interview. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna need from this system for how to prepare for a job interview is we need some supplies, but I don't want you to freak out. It's not a ton of money in supplies, but we're gonna go run to the supply store. We just gotta grab a couple things. So come on with me. Let's grab just a few supplies that are gonna help us land this job. Okay, so bear with me. We're gonna make a quick trip. We just need a few things, so get your wallet. I'm not gonna ask you to spend a ton of money, but we're just gonna take a quick trip to your nearest office supply, Target store, anywhere where you can get office supplies. Let's roll. Okay, what did I find here? I found an Office Depot. All right, so we're gonna run in here. We're gonna buy a few things. I think the max that we're gonna spend is maybe like 20 bucks. It's gonna be the best money you ever spend. All right, here is the first thing that I need you to grab. I need you to grab these binders. Now, don't get too thick. This is a 1/2 inch by the 1/2 inch white binders. They need to have this clear pocket on the front and a pocket on the inside. Now, here's the trick. You don't buy just one. You need one for yourself, one for the person that is interviewing you, and you need a spare. So the minimum I need you to buy is 3. Now, if you're gonna be interviewing with more than one person, let's say 2 different people are gonna be interviewing with you, you need to buy 4. So one for yourself, one for each interviewer, and that one spare. Let's grab the next piece that we need. Okay, the next thing that we need are these tab separators. You don't have to have these, but come on, it's your future, invest in it. So the smallest type of section you can get is a 5 tab. We're only gonna need 3 tabs, but they don't sell a 3 tab that I know of, so get the 5. Now you need to get one of these for each binder. So if you bought 4 binders, get 4 sets of these. They're not that expensive, it's worth it. Grab it, get your tab separators. Okay, the last piece that you're gonna need are pens. Do not skimp out on these pens. Now I said 20 bucks, your cost might go up because I just checked. These are 11 bucks right here for this kit. But you need a pen for every single binder, yourself and everybody that's interviewing with you. It has to be the same type of pen. These Uniballs, so Uniball have been my lucky pen. Spend extra, don't go cheap on your pens. Spend the 11 bucks or whatever it is and get the Uniballs. These are terrific, but it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't wanna go looking like, you know, some gold thing. Just get a nice professional pen. I love these guys right here. Get that packet. Okay, you're not gonna need to buy paper and ink. You've gotta have access to paper, either at your house or if you're gonna go to like a Kinko's and print. We are gonna have to print some stuff to put it in the binder. So just make sure if you're printing from home, don't get all the way home and not have paper and ink cartridges. If you need paper and ink, grab that as well. You know what I just realized? I told you don't need paper and ink, but I just thought about this. If your paper and ink at home is garbage, hey, come on, spend a little money. Get a 32-pound paper and get as bright on that color scale. You want 90s. You want as bright as possible on your paper and heavy, 32-pound. Now we're talking a little bit of money and investment here. We're also talking about the job you wanted. So if you want to go all the way, make sure you're buying that bright paper and that heavier weight. It's gonna feel amazing. Just wait, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with all this right now. Okay, so we're back from the supply store. You've got your binder, and by now you're probably like, what the heck are we gonna do? Now, I don't want you to just have one single binder like I have in my hands right here. I'm gonna use this one binder for illustration purposes, but don't be cheap. You have to have a binder for yourself because you're gonna use your own binder in the interview, the exact same binder for the person that's gonna be interviewing you, and then I want you to at least have one backup. So the minimum that you're bringing with you is 3 binders. If you know that 2 different people are going to be interviewing you, what's the minimum binders you're gonna bring? It's gonna be 4 because you're gonna have one for yourself, one for each interviewer, and then a backup. Always bring a backup. You are showing them that you are prepared. What I'm about to walk you through with this binder, it's going to flip the script on the entire interview process. It's going to Blow that person's mind away that's interviewing you. You're probably not going to have to sit through any of those boring questions like, oh, can you explain what your weaknesses are? And let's spend 25 minutes going through your resume even though you have zero experience for this job. You're not going to have to do any of that when you use my binder system. So here's how it's going to work. On the front of this binder, I want you to find the logo for that company. Boom, you're going to make a sheet. You can just print out a white cover sheet. It's going in right here. If you really want to get fancy, I also want you to do a spine on here with the company's name, the position, and your name on the spine. But on the front at a minimum, I want you to have the logo of that company, okay? Now I want you to have the position name that you're interviewing for. So let's say it's an apartment leasing agent that you're interviewing for. Apartment leasing agent right there, and then your name, not interview candidate, not job candidate, your name, company name, apartment leasing agent, or account manager, or whatever it is, your name, okay? This binder prepared for, and then you're going to put the name of the person that is interviewing you at the very bottom. Now that's only going on theirs. On yours, you're keeping that prepared for blank, and on your backups, those are blank, so you can give that to the CEO. A lot of times you'll find they'll call the CEO. You gotta see, Tony, come here, you gotta see this. Hey, show Tony your binder. I can do better than that. Tony, here's one for yourself. All right, when they open the binder, remember we bought pens at the supply store. You're going to have a pen in each binder, including your own binder. Don't go having your pen in your pocket. Have a backup in your bag. Have 50 backups of pens. But make sure every binder before you get ready has a pen in the pocket, okay? Then your resume is going to, look at these pockets, how tight they are and snug. Your one single copy of your resume is going to be sitting in the pocket of each binder. So in your binder, there's a resume. Ken is interviewing you, there's a resume. The backup for Tony, the CEO, there's a resume. What I love about the resume in the pocket is ideally, it ain't ever even gonna get pulled out. Why? Because now inside the binder, we're gonna go through some sections, some very, very simple sections. The first section in bold is going to say current situation. Based on my understanding, what we've talked about for this position, your current situation is you need a property manager, you need an account executive, you need this. But very short line about the job title that you're looking for. In current situation, I want you to do research. So the first thing that they see when they open this up, let's say you're an apartment community, the Willows of North Tower is a 365 unit luxury property. Your current occupancy is 82%. Well, Matt, how am I supposed to know that? I'm just going for a job interview. It's simple, buddy. You just call the property. You don't even have to say who you are. Ask them, hey, I'm just curious. I'm getting ready to come in. I'm doing some research. I'm coming in for an interview. Ask somebody there that's answering the phone, what's our occupancy? If you're looking for an account manager position, anything about that position that you're hiring for. Let's say it's you're a sales executive. Your current products are this, your current sales last year are this. You lay out the current situation. And in that current situation, you explain that there is a need for a highly functioning, a property manager, an account executive that is going to accomplish the following. Then you're going to turn to your next section. The next section is capabilities needed. You need somebody that understands the marketplace. By the way, in current situation, you listed their competitors. You listed what their sales are. Any information that you can dig up, I want you to put it in bullet points there. And then under capabilities needed, you need somebody that is aggressive, that understands the marketplace, that knows how to tackle how to get you a double-digit increase in your occupancy, or how to increase sales by 30% over fiscal whatever the next year is. You're going to put those capabilities in an entire capabilities needed section. Listen, as a person that has worked on both sides of the table, I have done this in job interviews. I have gotten an offer with every single interview. Now, I own several multi-million-dollar successful businesses. I'm not interviewing for jobs anymore. But when I see somebody come in for an interview, the reason why I wish they would use this system on me, as any business owner, any manager, any leader is going to tell you, First and foremost, they want somebody to come to that interview with energy and new ideas. Does your research have to be totally spot on? Do your ideas have to be right? Absolutely not. When we hire you, we want somebody that is going to bring new ideas to the table. Here is your current situation. You need to change this by this. The capabilities that you need to change it are this, 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 and this. I believe this is exactly what you're looking for. Then we are going to pivot into your next steps. That's the third section of the binder. And I encourage you, please put tabs in here. Put the tabs we talked about in the store. So there's going to be 3 tabs: current situation, capabilities needed, next steps. The next steps is easy. What's the next steps? I can start Tuesday. I am exactly what you are looking for. You're going to recap and summarize. Just summarize. You're not going to do the entire section of capabilities needed. You're just going to summarize. I am fast thinking, have a plan, can identify our strengths and weaknesses, have a terrific understanding of the current landscape and the competitors, can get in, can get this handled for you, as well as other things. I am available to start June 10th, October 25th, whatever it is, date that you want to start. Does that match what you need? Did I miss anything? Boom. Case closed. In one binder, instead of being one of those, I'm sorry, pardon my language, one of those dorks that shows up to a job interview, probably with nothing to write on, right? And a stupid resume. Resumes are dead, they're stupid. So I'm supposed to look and say, yeah, you worked at the YMCA when you were 16 years old, and you had a great stint over at Quiznos, but how am I supposed to dovetail that into you increasing my top line growth by $9 million this year? Or you worked at my competitor for 13 years. Whoopity-doo. How do I know that you were any good? Why do I care? Stop focusing these job interviews on you. If you spend 80% of the time talking in your job interview about yourself, crazy, right? Crazy what I'm about to tell you. You're probably not going to get the job offer. You need to spend 95% of your time talking about them and their current situation and their needs and their challenge and their problem, and then you're easily going to dovetail that with capabilities needed, and you're going to explain to them how you are the solution to that problem. And they may go through that and they may say, hey, I'm loving this, but hey, I got to tell you, pump the brakes a little bit here. I think your numbers are a little bit off. I think you're maybe being a little bit too optimistic. I don't think we can increase it by $9 million in the first year. That's great, Tony. Why don't we bring Tony? Tony, what do you think? I was thinking 9 million just based on my research that I've done and my level of confidence. I mean, if we could get 5 million, that'd be great. Hey, 5 million sounds good to me. Why don't we do this? Why don't we recap at the end of the year and see if we're closer to the 9 that I think we're going to get when you put me on the job, or the 5 that you think we're going to. Either way, hey, what's the worst that's going to happen? We're going to beat our goal. You're going to have a constructive conversation. So what are you going to have in here? You're going to have your title with their logo, the job title, your name. You're not putting candidate. Prepared for if you know somebody's name is going to get this. On the back side, make it look like the back of the book. Don't have this blank. Have a smaller version of their logo. Have the date or something down there. Finish this out. Show them that you finish your work. Inside, when you open it up, pen, resume. Hopefully they'll never get to it. Current situation, capabilities needed, next steps. Boom. Not only have I gotten a job offer using these, but everybody else that I have shown this system to has gotten the job offer, and every single person, even the ones that I did not accept their offer. Still to this day, I get pictures, I get letters, I get emails of executives. There are CEOs of multi-million-dollar companies out there, I can name a few right now, where they have my binder still sitting in their bookshelf, reminding them of the greatest job interview they ever conducted. They left that interview with complete assurance that they found their person. And here's the beautiful thing. Remember I mentioned we do the extra? You're leaving Ken with his binder. You're leaving with your binder, and then remember that extra one? You're also gonna leave. Ken, I just wanna leave this with you in case you wanna have this conversation about what we talked about with any other associates. I brought an extra binder for you. I left out one piece of information. I'm glad you stayed on the video this long, because you're gonna be a winner if you did this. In between each section and after every page, and you can do this by printing 2 sides, I want you to have, so when they turn it over, so this is gonna be like your title page, when they turn it over, I want you to have notes, and you can print this out. Just print out the word notes and do note lines. So each page of the binder is gonna have a separate page next to it where there's notes. What color are you gonna make the note lines? Are you gonna make them black? Absolutely not. What color is the logo of their company? Oh, well, it's red. Great. So everything on your theme of your binder is going to be red. It's going to look like the company. When they turn the page, it's going to say notes at the top, and it's going to have a place for the date, and there's going to be note lines. Guess what? It's all going to be red, the same logo, the same consistency of the company. Even throw the company logo up in the corner. It's really easy to do. It's called PowerPoint. Just open it up, make some lines, drop the logo in there. You can do it on Word, you can do it on PowerPoint. If you don't have the skills or the initiative to make some note sheets with logos on them, don't bother coming to the job interview. Don't bother coming to my job interview. If you want to win, think about the commission from this job. Let's say it's a $50,000 job. Let's say it's a $100,000 job. Let's say it's a $250,000 job. I interview people for $250,000 jobs all the time. If you're not going to put at least some sort of effort that says, I'm going to give you a $250,000, because that's what they're giving you. Whatever your salary is, tack on another 15 to 20% because they got to put healthcare and all that other great stuff in there. Show them the value. Nobody else is going to hand this to them. Have the notes. That's why you have the pen in there. Let them take notes. They're going to take out your binder when they interview the next guy and refer to their, what are you looking at there? Don't worry about it, pal. Let me ask you about this, this, and this. What do you think on next quarter? How much can we do? You think it's 5 million or 9 million? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But I worked at Quiznos for a while. I was a sandwich expert. Do this. I don't care if it's an entry-level job or you're applying to be the next CEO. If you want to know how to prepare for a job interview, I just showed you. You're welcome. And I look forward to hearing any of your comments below. Please give the channel a follow. Smash that like button if you like this. And please comment. If you think I'm crazy, comment. If you just got a job from this, if you got an offer, comment. And by the way, you owe me 30% as your friend. So if it was that 250 grand, what do you just owe me like 75K. We'll round it. We'll just do an even 70K. I will take it in cash, gold coin, Bitcoin, seashells, whatever. You send it to your friend, Matt Easton. Hey, I hope this helps. Would love to see you on the next video. Would love to see you subscribe. Get out there and get that job. And now you all, next time somebody asks me about how to prepare for a job interview, I'm just going to send you a link to this video because I gave you the big magic secret right here, right now, today. Be great, everybody. The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense. Even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're going to help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.